Join us as we board a Royal Caribbean megaship for something very different. A cruise around Asia. We get a surprise cabin upgrade. Oh my gosh. And we explore this ship, which is unlike any other ship in the fleet. There'll be fun, cruise food, and plenty of adventures along the way. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Well, ahoy there cruisers and welcome to Asia. We've just boarded the Spectrum of the Seas for a 5-night cruise and we're so glad you can join us. This one's going to be a little bit different because the ship is very different. Obviously the destinations are going to be different. Getting on board the ship was so easy, so quick. We quickly dropped off our bags, checked in, it was very quiet. We had to go through Singapore immigration, which was a little bit different to other cruises, and then we had to give our passport in, but apart from that it was very easy, very quick. The ship looks beautiful. It is so nice to be back on a Quantum class ship. It is crazy. Just looking down, the main dining room is open. That's one of the very much different things that we haven't seen on any other cruise with Royal Caribbean before. The main dining room is open for everyone, not just if you have one of the suite packages or something like the Key. How crazy is that? So we've just done our muster drill. It's super easy, not like the old one. We've said it loads of times. It is fantastic. It takes a few minutes. You basically just watch the safety video on your phone using the Royal Caribbean app. Then you head to your muster station. Ours is D3 on deck 4. It'll say where your muster station is on your cruise card and on your app as well. Showed how to use a life jacket. That's about it. Now let's go explore.
But I think first things first, before we do anything, we have to go and caffeinate ourselves. Yes, we need coffee. It was a bit of a late start this morning. We didn't have time to grab one. So we're gonna go and grab a coffee, use our diamond vouchers and get this cruise off to a good start.
Oh my gosh, so I am so confused. And we have now been on every Quantum class ship there is. So Spectrum of the Seas is our final one to go on. So weird, walking into the Royal Promenade, it's completely different. Where you've usually got their Sorrento's Pizza and Cafe Promenade is a specialty restaurant called Szechuan Red. It's very confusing. Then just across the way where is usually the ice cream shop, you've got what is like Cafe Promenade and also an ice cream shop. It's very odd, guys. I'm loving it. It's so different. So you're going to be coming along on this adventure with us where things are a little bit different. Very strange. Anyway, we've ordered a coffee using our diamond vouchers. If you didn't know, if you're a diamond member or above, we get 4 free drinks a day, which is really fantastic. There's also a pharmacy and lots of shops. It's just very odd. And where the pub is like a tea shop. It's messing with my mind. It really is. I'm loving it because it's a little bit different and something a bit new.
It sounded like Ben's teeth were going to fly out when he said Szechuan, I can't say it. Szechuan Red. Szechuan Red. Very confusing, guys. Kind of a bit of a blur at the moment. We're going to have coffee first. Then we're going to go and have an explore to see what other delights the ship has.
Oh, I've been waiting for this all day. The jet lag is real. It's about a 13-14 hour flight from the UK and it's 7 hours ahead time difference. Now, going west is always easy. So they always say going west is best and going east is the beast for time zone differences because it's very difficult to sleep. So I'm going to need lots of coffee. I went for my famous normal iced coffee with a shot of hazelnut and some almond milk. Very bougie. Let's have a little try, shall we? That's the normal Royal Caribbean goodness when you pay for the coffee. Oof, that's going to get me going today. Super excited for this one, guys. We don't get to cruise in Asia very often, so I'm very excited to take you along. We're going to have our coffee, then we may go for a spot of lunch. See if things are normal on this ship for lunch-wise as well. I've got a feeling the menus are going to be different, and I'm here for it.
This is a 5-night round-trip cruise from Singapore. We're visiting Penang, Kuala Lumpur, and Phuket. So really excited, interesting ports. A couple of them we have done before, but that was just as COVID was kicking off. So it's great that we're going to be trying them. Now things are returning back to normal.
So some of the differences that we've noticed is that things like the packets of chips or packets of crisps, if you're in the UK, they're charged on the ship as well. They do food as well in the little tea and leaf pub as well, but that's all charged as well, even the paninis. How crazy is that? So where are we going to get our midnight snacks from where we would normally go to the pizzeria? We've also came to where Bolero's normally is on a Quantum class ship. And it's kind of like the Star Lounge, but what's very strange is that there's no bars. So I'm not sure if it's because people in this region don't drink as much, but there's a very much lack of bars. It's just a big lounge with no bar in it, which is very odd indeed. Loving all of these changes though. It's so refreshing to see something a little bit different, isn't it?
Just found ourselves a quiet spot in 270. Ben's gone to grab some lunch. I know on previous videos we said that the Royal Caribbean ships, the big ones, are all looking inward. Well, the one thing that we love about this type of ship is this huge back area with the massive windows. We love to look out on the beautiful scenery. I say beautiful, today it is absolutely miserable. It's pouring it down, but hopefully as the cruise goes on, the weather will brighten up a little bit and we'll get to have some amazing views from these huge windows at the back, which is absolutely awesome.
But also here is Cafe270. This is one of our favourite places to go for a salad and some light bites or for a lunch. And it's often much quieter than the buffet on boarding day because that can get pretty hectic. There's lots of different things in there like salads, you've got meats, light selections of food, you've got some sandwiches, pizzas, you can also grab drinks and coffees in there as well. And you have some sweets as well. So we're going to go grab some food, fill our boots and have some food, shall we? First food in Asia. Oh, I love Asian food as well, and I saw some Asian bits on there as well. Well, you know me, I always go for a bit of a smorgasbord, don't I? Anyway, I've gone and got some salad, which is really nice, some beetroot salad as well. Am I the only one who absolutely loves beetroot? It's just blooming delicious. I know some people hate it, but I'm such a big fan. I also got this as well, which is some sort of like chicken dumpling thingamabob with a yellow thing on the outside. Now, I have absolutely no idea what this is. Let's have a little try. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. It's a bit weird, guys. Let's try the noodle salad, shall we, instead? Oh, ooh, vegetable noodle salad. Well, fly me to the moon and call me an astronaut because that vegetable noodles are freaking delicious, super yummy. The salad's very good as well, super fresh and nice. Got some Caesar salad on there. Pesto pasta as well. A nice relaxed lunch. This is one of the most important things. Avoid the buffet if you can, like I said, because it gets crazy in there because all of the ship go there until the rooms are ready. The rooms are usually ready about 1:30, 2 o'clock. We've just had a call that they are actually ready now a little bit earlier, which is really fantastic. And we've got a surprise because we were upgraded. We'll tell you all about it when we go to our room later on. Anyway, going to enjoy the rest of my lunch.
Got my lunch. I have to say, I'm very impressed with 270. It looks fabulous. Of course, they have got different stuff because there's different tastes and things here, but we're loving that. We love all the different foods. And it's better than a lot of the Royal Caribbean food we've seen recently. I got myself a big salad. I just got one of everything, and it's all topped off with some crispy onions. Anybody else love crispy onions on their salad? It's one of my little favourite things. The salad's good, but the thing I want to try is this egg muffin. It's actually got a whole boiled egg in there. Can you see that? It's very strange. I've not seen anything like it before. It's really sweet. It's like egg and jam. Gotta say, I don't know if I'm loving it. Very, very odd.
That was really good. I'm going to go get some dessert in a minute, but I just wanted to tell you the sort of people you usually find on these cruises, because this is our second one now. It's a nice diverse mix, really. So you've got a lot of people from China, from what we saw in the queue. We saw a lot of passports out, a lot of Chinese people, a few Indian people. We've noticed quite a few Aussies as well, so people from down under, so Australia and New Zealand. A few Brits and Americans as well, but mostly it is an Asian crowd. Lots of Singaporeans, I should imagine, as well, because these cruises are quite cheap and it's nice little loop. So yeah, a nice diverse crowd, a very different lineup to you see on your Caribbeans and things like that, but it is lovely and everybody seems really nice and respectful, so looking forward to this one. Dessert is waiting for me. I didn't have any breakfast because we slept in because of the jet lag. We didn't get up until 11 AM. I know, how bad is that anyway, but we're gonna go grab some dessert. I'll count it as breakfast dessert, shall I?
Oh god, that chicken thing you got. I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but the texture of that looks rather unappealing. Ugh. I'm okay.
I did something really naughty. I went up for dessert and I saw this, what I like to call a sausage between a little bit of what I like to call pastry. And guys, you know how I love a sausage in my mouth? It said it contains pork. Well, I bloomin' hope so. All of these chicken sausages and beef sausages don't cut the fold for me. I like a good old pork sausage between my lips. Let's go and have a try of it, shall we? It looks very, very strange indeed. But doesn't that look like the sausage from Sausage Party? If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. The movie Sausage Party. I feel a bit guilty about this. Right, let's get this in my mouth, shall we? Ooh, that's a lot to take in. Pardon the pun. That is offensive. Offensively good. Oh, it's got cheese on there, bits of bacon, a sausage. What more do you want? Absolutely freaking delicious. I also got some sweet things as well. Gotta say the sweet game didn't look that great really. There was just a few little desserts, but they had cookies. Chewy, delicious, calorific and yummy. And the cherry on top for my breakfast dessert has to be an upside down pineapple cake with the cherry on top. I do love a good cherry, I really do. Let's have a little taste. Oh, perky. Light and fluffy, just how I like my cakes. Very good indeed. Happy with that.
Why is your sausage so red? That sounds like something you'd say to the doctor, isn't it? Doctor, doctor, my sausage is red. It smells sweet. Now that's the second thing that I've expected to be savoury, like my egg muffin, which was sweet. This smells sweet as well. It smells like Christmas.
I have no idea why it's so red though. That's a little bit frightening. I hope it's not got loads of food colouring in there, because the last time I had some pork in my mouth it wasn't that colour. But it was good anyway. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform that helps you create your online website and grow your presence or business. It's such a powerful and easy platform to use. It gives you all of the tools you need to bring your ideas to life. In just minutes you can create a beautiful website using the fantastic selection of customizable templates. It's great for bloggers like us, as well as people who want to build a website, sell online or promote your brand or yourself. Some things that we really love are the powerful insights you can gain with the analytic tools. This helps people find your content and helps grow your website. We also like how we can seamlessly integrate our social media channels and easily embed our YouTube videos on pages. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Ben and David to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Oh, I feel suitably stuffed now, nice and full. Anyway, the time has come. We're going to go have a look at our suite cabin. Yes, you heard me right. First ever time we've had a suite on Royal Caribbean. Don't get too excited because it is just a junior suite, but it's still a suite nonetheless. We'll tell you how we managed to upgrade for the cheapest price ever. And we're also going to let you know, is it worth it? Is it worth getting a junior suite? With some of the other suites, you get some better perks. You don't get these with junior suites, so we're just going to let you know what we think. Let's head up. I am excited though. That map makes absolutely no sense. I do prefer it when they put all odds on one side, evens on the other. You can't get lost that way. Anyway, it's the other side.
Right, let's go and find our room. 7640. So 7640. Oh, 76. We're just here. 7640.
Oh, super close.
A really close room. Let's check it out. Ben, we've got different keys.
Oh, sweet keys.
Fancy. I've never had these before. Feel very fancy and how sweet. Oh my gosh. Check it out. This is huge.
Oh my gosh, David. What the heck is this? This is pretty awesome, guys. So we are in a junior suite. As we said, we got upgraded, didn't we?
Yes, so we did the Royal Up programme and we won! Yay!
So if you didn't know, Royal Caribbean are doing a Royal Up programme, it's called. So the Royal Upgrade programme. Basically, you get sent an email. You just log into that and put in a bid for the staterooms you want to bid for. And we won. We bidded £200 each, so it was £400 altogether, so about $500, and we got it much cheaper than it was available on the website. It was about double the price, so we are pretty chuffed. But oh my gosh, David, how crazy is this?
Crazy. We have never ever won the Royal Up. We do it almost every cruise. Got to admit, we are a little cheap. We always do go on the much lower end of the bidding.
Oh yeah, it did say we had a poor chance of getting this. It gives you a little scale of like poor, fair, good, excellent chance of winning, and we were on the worst one and we still won.
I'll just translate what Ben said to you. He said poor.
Poor.
Not poor, not poo.
Anyway, let's show you around this cabin. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. So when you first come in, you've got two doors. A toilet room. Yes, a room with a toilet in it. It's got a toilet, a sink, a lovely mirror, some storage underneath the sink as well. Fabulous. Then on your other side, I know what's in here because I've seen the pictures. Oh, this is awesome. So it's a bathroom with a tub. And oh my gosh, do I love a tub. It's got a big old tub. Some nice products as well, shampoo, soap and conditioner, a lovely sink with some storage. Look how fancy the lights are. Ooh, is that marble? I think it's real as well. Oh, it sounds expensive. Then you've got this lovely little door here which goes through to a little shower room. Let me take you with you in the shower. You can't usually fit, but this is huge. So you've got a little seat on one side, then behind me you've got the shower head. some more products, but yeah, really spacious in here, and I love a bath, so I'm going to be taking a bath later on tonight because I've never taken a bath on a Royal Caribbean ship, and I'm going to treat myself royally. Let's head back out into the room. I can't get over how big this room is. It's about double the width of a normal balcony cabin, so it is super spacious. I can do lots of pirouettes and dancing, and could hold a dance class out here. It is fabulous. It's so nice, isn't it, David?
It's a huge room, but check out this shower. It's a little cheeky, Ben. I can got a little silhouette into the shower.
Oh, go on, David, go try it out.
Can you see me?
Oh, it's dinner and a show. You can't see much, thankfully.
Can you not see much?
You can't see much, David, just your hand. It looks like the scene from Titanic. Anyway, as you come into the room, you've got some really big wardrobes behind me. So much space in there. It lights up. It blooming lights up.
Hey, we've got gifts as well.
What gifts?
Ooh, love a bathrobe.
Oh, they look a bit cheap though, David.
They look a bit worse for wear.
they're a bit on the thin side.
I think these bathrobes have had their heyday and seen quite a few cruises.
They have, but lots and lots of hangers, which is great. So much space in those wardrobes.
So much storage.
Just behind me, you've got a full-length mirror.
As Ben said, this room is ginormous. You could hold a political party conference in here. And also loads of storage here. I've got more drawers than a morgue. Absolutely tons and tons of storage. And then in here is the usual fridge. Nothing exciting in the fridge, it's just a fridge.
David, look. An actual coffee maker in our room. We're going to be very happy.
So we can do pre-coffees before we have the proper coffees. But yet we've got little Lavazza coffee machine, and also some sort of trophy here as well. Thank you. This is the award for being the best YouTuber. Probably not. As Miley Cyrus said, you need to buy yourself flowers.
It's true.
Let's have a look over here, shall we? Good. Big, wide bed, just how I like it. Nice king-size bed. Usual Royal Caribbean comfort. The bedding seems in good condition as well. Because recently on Royal, the bedding's been a bit worse for wear, but this one seems pretty good.
What's great as well, on both sides you do have a charger. So on my side of the bed you've got a phone with a USB socket in it, and on David's side of the bed you've got a North American plug, which is great. Another small wardrobe by the side of one side of the beds. It's got a lovely little safe in there, but it is a tiny teeny safe, and some drawers underneath. Bedside cabinets on both sides, and a lovely little light as well, which is great. Oh, and look at this by the door. Dimmer. Yeah, you can have a lovely little romantic mode. David, what are you doing?
I was just waiting for you to turn the camera around. I was going to say about the pillows, because on some cruises we've had pillows that are like pancakes, but this one is very fluffy. It's more like a cupcake. Now, very nice fluffy pillows on this cruise. Loving it so far. So check out the living area. We've got a small sofa. I've got to admit, it is quite small. That's my only criticism of this room, is for the size of the room, the sofa is teeny tiny. The scale of like the room to the sofa feels really off. And you've got a little coffee table here.
Yeah, have to say I am very, very impressed with this cabin, especially for the price we got it. It's easily double the size. Super modern, super lovely. Just behind me, you've got a lovely little desk area as well, which is really fabulous. You've got a kettle as well with some teas and things as well, which is great. A lovely little area to work in. Oh, I also spot some more plugs as well. So you've got 2 North American plugs, 2 USB, and 1 European. Just behind the coffee machine as well, there's another North American plug and a European plug, which is great. It means you've got lots of areas to charge all of your stuff. I'm really loving this, David.
Yes, yeah, it is brilliant. All the cabins on the Singapore sailings also come with a kettle. So not just any suites, but every single cabin has a little kettle
Oh, I didn't know that. That's fabulous, isn't it? It's like being on a British cruise, because we do like our kettles as well. Can I just show you this though? Oh, how much space. You can open these up and have lots of lovely space. Oh my gosh. And look at that balcony. It is absolutely insane.
Oh wow, it is humid out here. The air is thick, very, very humid. It is June at the moment. Wouldn't recommend coming to Singapore at this time of year because it is hot and humid. We made a mistake with that, but we've got a beautiful balcony to enjoy this humidity in, and it comes with 2 lovely lounge chairs, and they're very padded. So you can sweat your socks off in comfort out here.
Honestly, if you are going to do a Southeast Asia cruise, we recommend winter time, so sometime like January, February, because it is so hot. We've spent a few days here, but it is like the surface of the sun out there. It is so humid and hot. You are sweating like crazy. Just have to say about the TV as well. TV on Royal Caribbean, there isn't much on the actual TV, but it's great for things like looking at the map about where you are in the world and looking at your bill and things like that. That's really good. But yeah, what an amazing cabin. We're just going to unpack now, then we're going to go show you the rest of the ship because there are some big changes on this ship compared to other Quantum class ships, and we're going to show you absolutely everything. So happy to be here, feeling very lucky indeed. Oh, this cabin's amazing.
So I just checked, our bags still haven't arrived, unfortunately. It's about 4:30 now, so that's not too uncommon. We've had them much later, but our room steward has introduced himself. He was absolutely lovely. He made sure everything was okay in the cabin. We put our requests in for extra pillows as usual. He's a really nice guy. And he also went through what service we get. So because we're in a suite, we get service twice a day. So our cabin gets cleaned in the morning and we get the turn down on a night as well. So if you're in a suite, you are still getting service twice a day, which is fantastic. We're also going to get some other benefits, which we'll explain to you in a second. And we'll tell you if we think it's worth it for the extra cost or not. But first things first, we're going to have a little wander around the ship because we still haven't seen all of it. And there's still little bits that we need to see as well, like that are different. Which door is it? There's so many doors!
This is so weird. This ship is freaking me out, guys. So Sorrento's is on board the ship, and it's just located off the main buffet area, which is crazy. It's really weird to see it here, but it kind of works because it's got a lovely seating area and plenty of room in there. The ship is very busy at the moment. Like I said, people are coming up to deck 14 where the buffet is to get their food. But yeah, it's cool. But I'm really glad it's got Sorrento's on board anyway, because we do like a cheeky bit of pizza now and again. And thank gosh it's still complimentary on board. So the outer decks look like any other Quantum class ship really. You've got a kids play area, a pool, 2 hot tubs, plenty of seating areas. One thing that is different is the North Star behind me. Now this is a giant mechanical arm that goes up over the ship and gives you a great view of all around the ship. Now usually in port this is free and you've got to pay when you're at sea. But here on Spectrum of the Seas it's always paid, so it's about $30 even in port. It is worth it, but if you've done it before, you don't really need to do it again. But yeah, that's one of the extra charges on the ship that differs from other Royal Caribbean ships. On the outside decks, you've also got the Splash Away Cafe as well. They serve things like pizza, which is really strange because there's a pizza area just behind. It used to be Johnny Rockets on the other ships, or the noodle shop on Quantum of the Seas. There are some pay items there as well, which is a bit weird as well. So if you do want to pay for food, you can do there as well. Anyway, let's keep looking around.
Oh, we've actually started moving. We've sailed away. She makes a very quick exit considering the size of the ship. Goodbye Singapore. What an awesome view. We're really close to the city. An incredible city. Check out our previous vlogs. We did 2 days in Singapore pre-pandemic and we hit all the main sites. So if you want to see what Singapore looks like, check out them vlogs. We'll put them up in the corner, one of the corners just here, because it was an incredible time.
The weather has been beautiful for the last 3 days here in Singapore, but just as we get on the ship, look, it gets miserable and rainy. It has cooled down a little bit, but it's super smoggy. The visibility isn't great. Anyway, let's go and check out some of the areas at the front of the ship out, shall we? Some of our favourite areas on this type of ship. But there's some big differences, which is very strange.
So we're just trying to get back inside to get out of the humidity. And we're trying to get into the solarium, but we can't seem to find the entrance. It's little things that are different on this ship compared to the others. So the upper level of the solarium, it doesn't have one. There is no upper level of the family solarium, and we can't get back inside from here. We're a little bit lost and sweaty, and we need some aircon. Oh, there's a door here. Let's try this one.
Yeah, so we found the family solarium, which is lovely because it means you can cruise no matter the weather. Even when it's hot, there's air conditioning in here, which is lovely. It takes all away that humidity. Like David said, we got stuck up there because usually there is a second level to this solarium where you can look down, but not on this one because it's configured slightly different because the suite areas are here. Being in a junior suite though, something very different about this ship is we have access to somewhere called the Silver area. So we're going to go check that out now. I'm very intrigued indeed. I think there's a lounge, a buffet restaurant and a solarium. So let's go do this, shall we? But this area is lovely. We love the solariums.
So a perk of being in a junior suite is that we get access to the Silver area. Very posh. It's the Sky, the Sea and the Star suites all get access to this area. Let's check it out.
Oh, look at us, how fancy, David.
It's the first time I've ever tapped it and it opened. Welcome to the suite area. It's really nice. I love the very bright decor.
As David said, if you are a junior suite customer or above, you can get access to here. But if you are a diamond member or above on the Crown and Anchor Club, you get access to the lounge area in here as well. So let's go have a look. This isn't on any other ship. This silver thing isn't on anything. If you're in a suite above a junior suite, there is actually a gold area, so it does get more bougie than this. So let's go have a look. Oh, so this is so lovely. So we've came into the silver dining room and it is gorgeous. This is usually the Solarium Bistro, I think, on the other ships, but it is gorgeous in here. The theming is lovely. It is a buffet, so it's a buffet for breakfast, lunch and dinner, but during dinner time you can also order a la carte items as well, which is really lovely. We've just came in here now whilst it's nice and quiet, but yeah, lovely. Really like it. Looking forward to trying the food here tonight. Anyway, I can see the lounge as well.
So this is the Silver Lounge that, as Ben said, is accessible to Diamond members and above as well. Plus it also has some little snacks in there. You can get drinks in here. So it's a lovely lounge. But the best thing about it is it has windows. There's actually a view of the outside on this Diamond Lounge or Silver Lounge, unlike some of the other ships where it's a box inside. This actually has windows, which is amazing.
So this is the adult solarium at the front. One of our favourite things about this type of ship. It's amazing. But look at this little tiny area. So this is the suite area. It's tiny. There's like 3 seats, but we always do find that this area is quite quiet anyway. So let's go and have a look at the adult Sony solarium. It's so lovely. One of the best things about a Quantum class ship. Love it. So the first thing that we found out here was that the bar is in a different location. I'm telling you guys, this ship is messing with my head. We've been on every Quantum class ship. The bar's in a different place. The pool isn't quite as big because obviously that silver area takes up a bit of space. All of the Aussies are at the bar. They're making lots of noise. Absolutely bloody love Aussies. They're so friendly. We just met a lovely couple who come from Cumbria but now live in Perth, Australia. We love meeting new people and we love meeting our subscribers as well, so make sure you say hi. But it's really lovely here. Lots of very comfortable seating areas, lots of bathing areas, lots of hot tubs as well. There's 4 big hot tubs and a lovely little area where you can go outside as well, which is really fantastic, and see views of the ship to the side, which is great. But yeah, it's just slightly different. It's very strange. It really is. Just a word of warning, if this was a China sailing, this whole area is reserved for people who can access the silver area. So for those staying in junior suites and above, as well as diamond members and above as well. So this area would be cut off if this was a sailing from, say, Shanghai. It would be a little bit different. But yeah, a great area for adults, a lovely place to relax. Tranquil, lovely, nice and cool, no humidity. Just love it. For those with disabilities, such as wheelchairs and things like that, or a lack of mobility, there are chairs which carry you from your wheelchair or from whatever device you're using into the pools, including the hot tubs as well. So don't worry about that, it's really good. These newer ships especially are really well catered for people with disabilities. There's even cabins which have walk-in bathrooms with no lips or anything, and access to things like balconies without having to go over any humps or anything like that. These ships are really well made for that.
Just love this area. Really cool because you get to come outside, get some awesome shots, especially down the back of the ship. It's really one of the only places where you can actually see, unless you do the North Star, you can actually see the ship as you're sailing. But we say it every time, if you are in a cabin that is close to the solarium and you're in one of these balcony cabins, just be aware that people can look into your balcony from here. So we've covered all the front end of the ship. Now we're gonna make our way to the back of the ship to see what differences there is over there. So at the back of the ship usually you have the inside sports court where they do all the bumper cars and things. So the back of the ship, all your usual stuff. There is the Flow Rider, the Ripcord by iFly, which is the skydiving simulator. That is super fun, but that is a charged activity. And then also they have the rock climbing wall as well. This one's particularly cute. It's got little bears and like dinosaurs and things in it, which is super cute. Still not doing it though. I've done it before and I can't quite frankly be bothered.
So each of the Quantum class ships has a different animal on board. So things like giraffes and cats. On this cruise ship, it's panda bears. And they are so cute, they're holding little balloons. How adorable is that? Sweating a bit, guys. Gotta say I'm a little bit moist on the facial areas. It is very hot. On a night with the air, with the ship moving, it is actually quite pleasant, so don't worry about it too much. And cruises at this time of the year do tend to be very, very cheap indeed. Anyway, we've showed you some of the changes on Spectrum of the Seas. We're gonna go back to the room now and tell you what you do get, but most importantly, what you don't get with a junior suite, because you might be surprised. As the cases have came, thank gosh, so we can unpack and get ready for this evening. As I said, we just wanted to tell you more about junior suites and what's involved, but most importantly, we're going to give you our opinion on whether or not they're actually worth it or not. I guess that's the most important thing. Anyway, junior suites are basically a glorified balcony cabin, just a really big balcony cabin that also come with a bathtub as well. In terms of amenities and extras, there really isn't that much extra. Apart from this ship though, because Spectrum of the Seas, as you saw, has that silver dining area where we're going to be eating tonight. Now that just is on this ship, it's on no other Royal Caribbean ship. On other Royal Caribbean ships, suite guests staying in a junior suite can have dinner in the Coastal Kitchen restaurant. That's the suite only restaurant. But, and it is a big but, only if there is room, because you do have to make reservations to go there. And sometimes when all of the suites are full with lots of families, there won't be much room or times left for you to check in and use that facility, so do bear that in mind. Also, when it comes to checking in and things like that, getting off and on the ship, there are absolutely no extras, so you do not get any priority whatsoever when it comes to checking in, getting on and off the ship in port, or debarking on your last day either. So apart from a little bit more space, which is really lovely, they aren't really a suite. I mean, you do get the extra things like the coffee machine and a little bit more storage, but apart from that, you really don't get anything extra. So do we think it's worth it? If you can get it for a good price, like us on the Royal Up programme, we paid £200 each, so about £400 or $500. It definitely is worth it. But when you're going to book a junior suite, you'll often see that they are very, very expensive, sometimes double the price of a balcony. If that was the case, we absolutely do not recommend them, because like we said, it's a glorified balcony, just a little bit wider, but mostly everything else is the same. So if you do like a little bit more space, we definitely recommend it. But if you want to save money, go for a balcony or lower. Let's get unpacked. And then I'm going to take a bath before dinner. Yes, a bath on a cruise, so come on. Get your swimming costume on. We're going bathing, guys. I'm going to go plumb and do it, David. I'm going to go do it. I'm so excited. I'm going to run a bath on a cruise ship. My first ever bath on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship. To say I'm excited would be a slight understatement. Sorry guys, I'm completely sad. Things like this just make me very, very happy. I'm not going to apologise for it because it is me.
I've just had an idea.
Yeah?
Would you like me to go around the ship and look for a rubber duck? To see if I can get a rubber duck for your bath?
Oh my gosh, no.
I wonder if I can find one. Do you want a glass of champagne?
We don't have any champagne, David, so where are you going to go get it from?
Correction, do you want a glass of...
Water.
Do you want a glass of champagne?
What is that, water?
No, it's the knockoff version of champagne that you can get on the diamond vouchers.
Oh. If you already didn't know, guys, about the duck thing, people have started hiding ducks everywhere on cruise ships. It's a thing. Basically, they put their name on there and some information, then you take a picture of it, you share it in a Facebook group, then you put it back somewhere else and it travels around the world. It's a huge thing now. Anyway, back to the bath. Much more important. Oh, I had to come out while my bath's running. Yes, my bath. Have I said that enough, guys? Sunset. It's my favourite time on a cruise. It's boiling out here, but luckily, I've got my biggest fan with me, David. Oh, look at this, guys. It's got a light and a whistle in case of an emergency. So if the ship does sink, you can draw attention and stay cool at the same time. Oh, well ahoy there, cruisers, and welcome to the sweet life. Look at me having bubbles in the bubbles. Oh, let's have a little taste. Oh, that's positively disgusting. They don't have the good stuff on here, they really don't. But how amazing is this? I never thought that you would be joining me in the bath. That's new for me, it really is, but this is beautiful. This is probably the best thing for me about having a suite, having a bath, because it's so unusual and it's just so spacey. Sorry, I'm just double checking that you can't see anything, guys, because you really don't want to see this.
Saving that for the OnlyFans.
We're saving that for the OnlyFans. Wink, wink. Wonderful. I'm in heaven right now. Anyway, get out. I want to enjoy myself. And when a hero comes along. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be performing songs from Shania Twain. Cause that don't impress me much.
One thing I do like about those packing cubes is that I can just throw them in the cupboard. So I throw the socks and the underwear in their packing cubes in the drawer, and it keeps them nice and organised. No faffing around, all nice and neat. That's one little great thing about using them.
Oh my gosh, that bath was absolutely delectably deliciousness, gorgeousness. All dressed and ready. Oh my gosh, I'm so hot, guys. That bath was hot. I do like my bath steaming hot to the point where I burn myself. So, it's going to take a few minutes to calm down. Anyway, we're going to go out and try out that silver dining because it looks fabulous. So, let's see what they can offer on Spectrum of the Seas for a junior sweet person like me and David.
We just went to the very back of the ship. Whoopsie, and we need to go to the very front of the ship. So even more steps on the stepometer. It's gonna be like 25 minutes, guys. Should we just film the whole way? I did bring some Nutrigrain bars for energy as we go halfway through this trek today.
So yes, we came to the silver dining room. It is lovely in here. It's so quiet and relaxed. The first thing as you enter, you'll see the buffet. As I said, you can order a la carte as well. There is a menu. And I love the Chinese side. It has little pictures of all of the dishes as well, which is great. I wish they'd do that on all of the cruises, no matter where we are. Really good. But the buffet looks really fantastic. It's definitely a better buffet than the actual Windjammers buffet. Really nice selections of starters, main dishes and desserts. So if you don't want anything off the menu, you can just go straight to the buffet. I think that's what I'm going to do because the food looks great. There was meats, vegetables, potatoes, salads, just about everything. It looks really, really good. So I'm going to go get stuck in.
Strange concept, ordering dishes but also doing the buffet. I'm doing a bit of both. I'm not monogamous with my food, so I've ordered some main dishes and then I've gone to the buffet for my starter. Ordered a laksa soup, which is on its way, but I've got a cheeky portobello mushroom that is stuffed with couscous and marinara sauce while I'm waiting. Let's try this. Well, my mushroom seems to be missing. There's hardly any mushroom on there, and frankly, it's absolutely tasteless. Great thing about it being a buffet, I could just pop to get something else instead.
And I'm starting with a nice salad. My second salad of the day. Guys, I've got Lurpak butter again. They had this on Norwegian as well. Loving it. Anyway, going to tuck in. Really, really good salad. Super fresh. I love these little pots. They're so nice. I got like a little chicken salad. I got some coleslaw. Yummy. Really, really good.
And I also got the Alaska soup, which is made fresh. So you choose out the bowl with the ingredients in it. It's got noodles, king prawns, oysters, and then they'll go off and make it for you. While the portobello mushroom had no flavour, this is packed full of flavour. Hot, spicy, coconutty, really delicious, and huge king prawns in it as well. A real treat.
So I went back for my second course. One thing caught my eye and it was the mac and cheese. It looks absolutely delicious. Let's go and try that immediately. Britney Spears once said, "Oh baby, baby." I think she was referring to this mac and cheese. Oh, well, it's going back into my mouth to hit me one more time. Oh, that is so tender that it has insecurity issues. Absolutely delicious, really good. Noodles are good as well. Very impressed.
Right, I got the seared salmon. This is one of the dishes that is ordered a la carte. It comes on a bed of mashed potato, gigantic asparagus, and it's got a champagne sauce. Really well cooked. Perfect, nice and flaky, but it's not dry at all. Mashed potatoes good, but that champagne sauce, very delicious, very thick, creamy, and complements everything really well. Very impressed. Compared to some of the meals that we've had recently on Royal, which we feel have gone downhill, this is very good. A fantastic main dining room. I'd say this salmon's possibly speciality as well. So we went to the buffet for dessert, but then we also ordered dessert as well. So now we have about 56 desserts plus a cheese plate. Couldn't decide. Too much choice. Cheese plate's okay. It's not very good, to be honest. There's not much selection. But these desserts look amazing. Look at my little fancy champagne glasses. This is like a chocolatey coffee one, and Ben got a strawberry and cream one. Strong coffee flavour, delicious chocolate.
So for my a la carte dessert, went for a peach cobbler. Do love a good cobbler, and it looks beautiful. Oh, that is banging. Peachy goodness, yummy, yum, yum. I can see why Mario likes peach so much. Oh, I am stuffed after dinner. It was so good. We just came through to the solarium because it just looks so pretty on an evening. I mean, how gorgeous is this? I'm a little bit surprised though, it's just 10 after 8 in the evening and it's all shut down and closed. We usually come out for a night swim sometimes and it's one thing we love, but we can't remember the pools being closed at 8 p.m. That's crazy, especially for the adults only area. I love a night swim. It's a little bit disappointing, but hey, we're going to go find something to do. We're going to go to a nice little bit of trivia, music trivia in the music hall. Then we're off to the theatre to see the show. So come along with us. So we've came to the music hall. It's a little bit different here as well because the upper area on the other ships is usually a lot bigger, but this is reserved to an extra casino called the VIP casino. Anyway, let's head down the stairs. Do some music trivia, shall we? We do like music trivia, and because there are lots of different languages and things on here, music's a good one, isn't it? There is the normal casino as well, but the extra casino upstairs for the VIPs. Wouldn't know about that because I've never been to a casino and done gambling before. Let's grab a seat.
That was really embarrassing. We got 40 out of 40. We got every single question completely right.
It was the most British quiz ever.
It was all American and British and Irish bands, mostly from the 90s as well, which is completely our era. So we completely knew every single song. It was basically my Spotify playlist. There you go. I'm not ashamed to say that. I was so embarrassing.
Yay! And we won these little bottle warmers. These little bottle coolers. Treat yourself, another one for the collection. Wow, so the show is over. It was a magic show. Oh my gosh, I've never seen it so busy in the theatre before. It was rammed, and you think the guy was a blooming celebrity or something. He actually might be, I don't know. But they did a call out of all of the people who were on the ship. And it's mostly people from the Philippines, India, and Singapore, with a few Aussies, US people, and a few Europeans as well. But yeah, it was pretty good actually. It was just your normal magic show. We're not the biggest fans of magic shows, but it was okay.
This is my face whenever I see magic show on the bill. Not a big fan. You can call it what you want. You can call it an illusionist. It's still a show for kids. And Magic and I, it's not a kind of magic. That's not the only show on though. The main show in the theatre is The Effectors, which we've never seen before in its entirety. We only ever saw a little clip of it. So we're looking forward to that. Back in 270, so the theatre at the after the ship, that is a show called Silk, which we're very much looking forward to.
Anyway, that's the end of our video. We need to give a big shout out to our lovely patrons. Thank you so much for your support. You too can become a patron by clicking the link in the description section below. In return, we give you loads like extra behind the scenes episodes, extra footage, early access to our videos with ad-free videos, a Zoom call, and much more. That's it till next time. Happy cruising!